It is UFC welterweight champ Belal Muhammad who is getting back to work on Saturday, May the 10th, in the main event of UFC 315, seeking the first defense of his title. And Belal, I mean, look, 20th UFC walk at this point, 9 years in the promotion. I mean, of course, there's no higher spot than this. So talk to me about ahead of this. I mean, is it a special feel? It is a special excitement, or is it just kind of business as usual?
No, honestly, super excited, right? It's one of those things when you first get into the UFC, it's what I always pictured. Like, I always thought I was going to be champion. I always knew I could get here. I knew I was good enough to get here. Now we finally got here. And then obviously we had a couple of hiccups along the way. And then the first title defense was supposed to be in December. But God's plan is the best plan. Everything was meant to happen the way it was meant to happen. And right now I feel the best I've ever felt, the strongest I ever felt. And I can't wait to just go out there and just keep showing the world like how good I can be.
I love that, man. Obviously, you know, there's that old adage. I got to be honest, I've never liked it. That old adage where you're not really a champ until you defend the title, right? I mean, I hate that. I feel like if you win it, you're the champ. But in the back of your mind, did you hear things like that? Like, I got to go do this. I got to go prove my status. Or do you already feel like, man, look at what I did before I even got there. You know I'm the champ.
No, 100%. I'm the champion. It took me the long road to get here. And there's even guys, like you said, like the Justin Gaethjes and them were like, oh, the interim belt doesn't mean much to me. But, like, it's so hard to get there, right? There's guys that can go for 50 years, 50 fights that never get a chance to even be in the rankings, top 5. So for myself, the road, the path, the mountains I had to climb to get here and just wait in game, right? So to finally achieve that. But now for me, it's now cementing my legacy as being that guy. When you talk about the best welterweights to ever do it, like, I want to be on that list. When you're talking about Mount Rushmores, they're not putting me on that list, but I plan to be on that list. I plan to be the head of that list, and I want to make it where they're the guy that people are arguing about who's better, me or GSP. That's where I see myself, and by doing that, in order to get there, I have to be beating everybody in front of me right now.
Yeah. Okay, so you talk about the journey, right? Jack Della Maddalena, of course, the opponent. A lot shorter journey than you had to get here, but, I mean, he is number 5 in the world, so, you know, when he steps in, like you said, I know there were hurdles. It was supposed to be Shavkat, but when he steps in, was there any part of you that was like resentment or frustration? Like, that guy didn't do what I did, or are you just so happy to get a fight, it doesn't matter?
I mean, for myself, it's obviously like, bro, what the heck? That's all he had to do to get here. For me, I want to be that champion, right? That fights the best guys. That's not going to sit there and pick and choose his opponents. This guy's got a long winning streak. He has a double-digit winning streak. So for me, it's like, all right, well, that's another goal. Take another double-digit winning streak. There's not a lot of guys that could do that. So for me to take Leon's double digits, Sean Brady's double digits, and now Jack's double digits, it's like, okay. And like I said, to be the best, you got to beat everybody they put in front of you. And all these next generation guys, these younger guys that they say are too good or have way more skills than me, I go out there and I'll class them. It's inevitable that I'm going to be considered one of the greatest.
I love it. Look, I don't think when you break down the skills, I don't think it's an insult to him to say that you're the more well-rounded fighter overall, but he is very dangerous with his striking, right? So when you break him down, and I know you watch everybody in the division, do you see his striking as like special in that category, like some kind of next level, or is he kind of on the same level of other people that you faced?
Wow, no way. Could this be a preview of this weekend? Horacio won. They were going at it forever. They had war. The 5th round, shot to the liver. Not this one. So I don't know if it's gonna be true or not. But these guys been going at it forever.
We've got the prediction has been laid. You're going with Prachas in this weekend's main
but my bad, brother. Yeah, no, for myself, like you said, when people look at him, they're saying, "Oh, he's a better striker. His striking is this good. He's that." Like, but I just came from beating who's considered the best kickboxer in the division, and Leon Edwards, and I outstruck him. For me, it's now putting these Canelo hands to the test. Right? I've been working on my hands so much. I've been getting better so much, and I keep talking about them. So now it's like, all right, now I'm gonna prove myself to these guys. I want to have one of those moments like Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, where I said, "That's the best boxer in the UFC. That's the best boxer in the welterweight division." That's what I plan on doing.
That's incredible. I mean, the haters would have to be silent at that point, right?
Yeah, no, they're still gonna find something, right? They're still gonna argue something. They're still gonna say this and that. But like I said, so many people talk, right? They always look for an excuse of why I win or how I win. But all I'm gonna do is keep winning. Like, there's nothing that they're gonna do or say that's gonna affect me in any way. the hard part now is that a lot of people are picking me. So I'm like, nah, bro, get back on the doubt train, right? I want you guys to doubt me. I want you guys to say I'm not good enough, right? So for my head, it's just keeping the good team around me, the good people around me, and we know what we're capable of. We know what we can do, and all we got to do go out there and perform.
I love it. You talked about that core team that you've had for a long time. Any changes? I mean, our first title defense, were there any partners you had to bring in, any adjustments, or is it just, let's keep doing what got us here?
Yeah, obviously the same team, Valley Flow down here, but we did bring in a couple guys. Magomed Muladov, who's a killer in PFL. He's helped me a lot. He's been down here, great body, great hands, great grappling. Ramiz Brahimaj has been here for the camp. And then obviously I'm in camp with Charlie Radke. He's in camp with me. We're both on the same card, so it's good to have all of us in the room working hard together. Nacho's been back in the room. Gerald helped me so much this camp, especially like the last couple of camps. We haven't had like just straight jiu-jitsu coach. So Gerald moving back to Milwaukee and coaching here for the jiu-jitsu is really going to level up my ground game.
I love it. Talk to me about Charlie Radke. How's old Chuck Buffalo looking in there, right? He's facing Mike Malott. I don't like that. That's CFFC on CFFC violence. I don't like that, but I still like the fight. It should be fun. How's Chuck Buffalo looking?
Oh man, I'm excited for it. He's so good, right? So many people don't know how good he is, and I think this is one of those fights that puts him on the map. Especially going to Canada, fighting a guy like Mike Malott, who has a huge following out there. I think Chuck's gonna put him to sleep, and then he's gonna get on the mic and say something outrageous, and then I don't know if they're gonna let him pass the border.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. Well, listen, I know you're well prepared. Have you gone through any unique scenarios? Like, are you concerned at all that there may be like a Paul Heyman-like situation, like our boy CM Punk got screwed at WrestleMania? He should have won the triple threat. We know. Are you prepared for that? Are you worried at all that there may be any Paul Heyman type situations?
Man, I was so heartbroken. That was like one of the most epic matches ever. And then for him to get the WrestleMania main event, I wanted to go so bad. I was like, if my fight wasn't so close. But fucking Paul Heyman, man, we're gonna have to jump him next time we see him. But yeah, honestly, for me, we're so locked in, man. We feel good. It's just getting to Canada and getting it going, right? Like I want to fight this weekend. That's how hyped I am. And I'm just ready, man. I can't wait to do it and put on a show for those guys. And I'm hoping GSP is sitting there in front row and he watches and he's like, man, you did me justice, right? You came to Montreal, you put on for my city, and I'm glad you're the champion right now.
That's awesome, man. You talk about GSP. I know you want to chase that goal. Can't look past this. I mean, every step along the way is a possible slip up, right? So you got to be dialed in. But, that GSP goal, that's a long way away, but it's piece by piece. Do you care how you get there? Like, are you looking at this like, got to get Shavkat next because that's who it was supposed to be and he's the boogeyman? Like, do you line things up at all or does it matter? Is it just like, hey, keep getting me those numbers?
Yeah, for me, it's just continually to get better and be the best version of myself. Like I want to be the better version than I was the last fight, a better version than I was the last fight. So where like I don't even have to bring it up and the people will argue about it. They'll say like, oh, look at him in his prime against him in his prime. And him, like, he could do all of this. He fought all these young guys, all the styles, right? And I don't like to look past anybody. So for me, we're dialed in, locked in on Jack. And then after that, we can see who's next, what they're talking about, when they want to do it. But yeah, like I've had those moments before where you're like, all right, I want to see this. And then 3 months down the line, I want to do this. And 3 months down the line, I want to do that. And then I had to wait a whole year to even get a title shot. So for me, it's like, all right, we got to fight, we got a date, and let's end this target, and then we'll look for next.
I love it, man. Well, you're dialed in. Everybody else is going to talk about what else is out there. Is the Islam talk even worth talking about? Like, I see people saying it, and I've just always felt like I didn't think you two guys would fight. But is that something that's even worth discussing as a possibility? Obviously not right now, but later? Or is that just like a non-starter? Let's not even talk about it.
Yeah, for me, it's not a non-starter. I would never fight those guys and their team. They've done so much for me and helped me so much. But yeah, people are always going to talk. They're gonna try to bring it up or say this or that, right? Even with him, right? It's like when he beats Volkanovski, oh man, he beat a featherweight, and then he says, "Oh, well, it's not worth it for me to fight Topuria unless he beats somebody." Now it's like he's so afraid of Topuria, and it's like people are always going to say he goes and beats Moicano on 1 day notice, and it's like, oh well, you only beat him on 1 day notice, but it's like, this is who the guys are putting in front of him. Even before he won the title, it was like, oh, he didn't earn it. He's not good enough. He didn't beat top five guys or whatever. But at the end of the day, the only thing he can do is keep winning, right? Whatever the UFC puts in front of him, that's who he's going to fight. And for myself as well.
I was going to say, it sounds an eerily similar story, right? Both Islam and you just, hey, let the doubters say it. You just keep winning. And what can they say when the streak is together?
Exactly, right? We have the two longest streaks in the division. And for him, he's showing how much better he's getting every single fight with all aspects of MMA. So I love watching him fight. I'm excited to see him fight. And once he gets the fight booked, all these fans, all these doubters are going to end up freaking hopping back on the train.
I love it, man. I can't wait to see what happens. Well, first, it's you, UFC 315. Heck of a card. 2 title fights. The legend Jose Aldo is on the card. That's always amazing. Benoit Saint Denis and Joel Alvarez. That could be a lot of fun as well, but obviously a big one for you. So talk to me about your goal, man. You said you want to go out there and, maybe throw some hands, maybe do something a little different. I mean, what are you expecting in this fight?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for it, especially going to Montreal. They haven't been there in a while, and the fans out there are crazy. They go nuts. They have so much energy. But yeah, I plan on going out there and just cementing myself and showing the world how great I am and how good I am. And they'll sit there and they'll wonder how I did it, right? I want them to, after this fight, try to figure out who could do it. There's nobody that can do it. We beat everybody in this division. We're going to continue beating everybody in this division. And I don't care if it's Jack, Shavkat, Buckley, Gary, all of them are going down.
I love it. Can't say it better than that. Belal, thank you as always for your time. I'll let you get back to the video game simulation over there.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.